So as you guys might remember, I wasn't the biggest fan of Fargo season 4. It just felt like nothing happened, and it was like you kept thinking it was leading to something, and nothing ever did. Um, so I was a little hesitant about season 5, but I'm only 2 episodes in, and I think it's off to a good start so far. Still gonna be cautiously optimistic throughout the season to see if they stick the landing, but so far I think we're pretty good. Like especially episode 1, I feel like well, at least like these 2 episodes accomplish so much more story than the entirety of season 4, in my opinion. Season 4, as I call it, the gas leak eel, just felt like just a bunch of nothing. Well, this one kind of starts with momentum right away. You're like, okay, who is Juno Temple? What is like? How does he know how to do all this stuff? Why did she leave John Hamm? And why is John Hamm so creepy and weird? Why did we have to see John Hamm's butt? All these different questions are kind of thrust upon us in these first 2 episodes. So far, I'd say Juno Temple was the standout. She gets a lot to do here. I liked her in Ted Lasso. Though I think sometimes she was misused in that show, but it's cool seeing her in a drama. I think she has good dramatic talent too, and she's kind of playing like a kind of a John Wick type character. This normal everyday housewife, but then when shit goes real, oh, less John Wick and more of like Bob Odenkirk's character from that one movie he did. Where he like plays a normal dude, but you know what I'm talking about. So I've noticed a lot of references to the movie, like the scene where they kidnap her is very similar to the scene where they kidnap William H. Macy's wife from the movie. Her husband also sells calls, and like a very similar scene happens to that in that movie too. Just stuff like that, you like pick up on things. So the whole time they're like, why are they trying to kidnap Juno Temple? And you realize it's because she was married to John Hamm's character, who is the sheriff from North Dakota. Well, the main plot takes place in Minnesota, I think. Um, and he's trying to get her back. He comes off as one of these like weird evangelical, like woman must follow the man type of thing. Like he seems very authoritarian. Like I decide what's right and wrong, not the law, stuff like that. And his son, played by Joe Keery from Stranger Things, always nice to see him in things. He's just kind of a dope ball, bent copper, if you will. But I like seeing Joe Keery in this because it's very not Steve, very unlike the Steve character. So that gives me hope that he won't be typecast in stuff in the future. I really like when actors could play different sorts of characters. That's why Matt Smith's one of my favorite actors of all time, just because everything I've seen him in, he's completely different. I also like her mother-in-law, played by Jennifer Jason Leigh, um, and that like especially that conversation with them at the house, and when she's like, "You're up to something, and I don't want you messing with my son," and then Juno Temple's just like, "Fuck you, bitch." I don't know. That was a pretty cool scene. How like at first Juno Temples is intimidated by her, but then she kind of flips the table. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, by far the best sequence in these episodes was her escaping the kidnapper with the help of that cop. Like only 2 episodes and I don't know anybody's names yet, to be honest. It usually takes me a few episodes to memorize people's names. But that was such an intense scene because I really had no idea where this was going to go. Fargo premieres, besides season 4, are known for having very kind of shocking first episodes. Season 1, you had Lester kill his wife with the hammer. Season 2, you had Peggy run over Kieran Culkin with her call. Season 3, you had Ian McGregor and his girlfriend dropped the air conditioning unit on that guy. Season 4, you have the crazy kidnapping scene. So, sorry, season 5, you have that. Season 4, you didn't really have anything. That was a whole season of nothingness. But yeah, I don't really have much to say about these episodes because most of it was kind of establishing the characters and the storyline. And, I thought it was pretty good. I hope it continues to be good, has a nice finale. Oh, the next 8 episodes, we have a long way to go. probably till like January, I think. But how they're going through the holiday season, because I feel like a lot of shows take a break during the holiday season. So I would expect it to like either start earlier in the year or maybe wait till next year. So it's weird that they're doing like November, December, January. I don't really see that with many shows where they kind of like go over the Christmas holidays. But that's weird. I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me. I'll see you guys again about Fargo in 2 weeks from now because I'll probably be doing these two episodes at a time, so I have more things to talk about. So in 2 weeks, I'll be making a video on episodes 3 and 4, even though they'll be airing, in 2 different days. But until then, I'll be making videos on Sarah Jane Adventures, the new Doctor Who, which I'm very excited for, and other the usual stuff, movies, books, whatever comes to mind. So subscribe below if you're into any of that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, peace.